All right. Hello, fight fans. Welcome to MMA Uncensored Live. We are back after a 4-week break, and we have a packed show for you today. I cannot believe the guests we have. Let's just bring it out now. I don't even want to beat around the bush. Everybody knows Anderson Silva. Well, this is Kalyl Silva, his son, 22-year-old kickboxer, an entrepreneur, and social media creator, content creator, influencer. Welcome to the show. Kalyl
Hey, what's up,
Anderson.
guys?
Hey,
Thank
how
you
are
for
you?
having me. I'm good.
Thank you
I'm
for
good. Thank
coming
you
on.
for having me.
I appreciate you coming on. I noticed your shirt, your sweatshirt. Is that your brand? That you have the product line.
Yes, yes. This is our company. It's called Silva MTC. Silva Muay Thai College is the name of our gym, and we also have a clothing line. It's available now at silvamtc.com.
You heard it, guys. www.silvamtc.com. I really like the logo there.
Thank you.
It's definitely eye-catching.
Yeah.
Just needed to have a drink of this new Kill Cliff. Israel Adesanya designed this new. It's called Tequila Kiwi,
Okay.
and it's made by Kill Cliff.
Awesome.
I just got the box today, and I was trying it. It's a clean energy drink made by Kill Cliff, and it only has 20 calories per can. Israel Adesanya, good job, and good job, Kill Cliff. Let's get right into it. I've got a few notes here. I just wanted to get you on the show. One, because I'm a big fan, big kickboxing fan, Muay Thai fan. Two, I'm a fan of your father's. And we spoke on Instagram. You direct messaged me, and we talked a little bit, and you showed me your 8-second knockout over the weekend. So let's bring it up right now and take a look at your artwork.
Yes, sir.
Cool, calm, collected. Here we go.
And Anthony comes out with that kick. He tries that leg kick again.
Oh! Oh my gosh, the first strike that Kalyl throws, and he puts him out. And that's the fight.
Just like that.
Yes, sir.
How did that one feel? First, you hit him in the sternum, head. Where did that one hit? Right around here?
It was right on the chin. Yeah.
Oh, right on the chin. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was it. He was out.
Yeah. It was quick, man. I was practicing that kick a lot during training camp. Even before I left the house on the day of the fight, I went in my backyard and I was like, I really think I can land this kick, so let me practice it. So the day before I was practicing it, and I felt ready. Preparation. That's all it took.
It was spectacular. It went viral.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you, your family, and team. It was an awesome knockout, and we have to give the video credit to Fighters Rep. That's their video footage. Check them out on Instagram at Fighters Rep. I'd like to talk about some of your training. I've got some footage of you training outside and inside. Let's bring up the training footage of you and your dad. I believe it's outside in the backyard. Is this in the morning, Kalyl, or is it at evening? Morning.
No, in the morning. Yeah.
It looks like it's when the sun rising, right after the sun rises.
Yeah. We wake up really early because he also has to train. So he trains us in the morning before his training, and then he goes to his training.
Yeah, and your dad, which is just for the fans in case they're not sure, is his dad has another fight booked. It's a boxing event versus another UFC fighter, a former champion, Tito Ortiz. It's a 195-pound bout. We'll talk about that a little later. I want to dive a little bit more into Kalyl here. A couple of the things in your training footage that the fans were saying is your stance. They were talking about your stance and how it's kind of like a point fighter, kind of like your dad, kind of like Stylebender. Israel Adesanya. I have to pronounce his last name correctly because he wants to make sure everybody pronounces it. It's not Adesanya, it's Adesanya. Yeah. That's how you say it. Wonder Boy, Leon Edwards. Let's talk about you and tell us about your fighting style and stance. And you are a kickboxer. That is correct, right?
Yes, sir. I try to mimic the style of my favorite fighters and make it into, you know, my own thing. I watch a lot of Israel's kickboxing fights, like pretty much all of them. And my father, you know, I've been training with my dad since I was 8 years old. So, you know, it's only right that I get some of his style, you know, and
absolutely.
So, yeah. So I watch a lot of kickboxing fights, Ratang, in Muay Thai, Saint Chai. And I just try to take what they do best, and I try to utilize that into my own style, you know, and make my own thing with it.
Absolutely. It's an amazing style. One of my favorite fighters currently is Leon Edwards. A second one, of course, is Adesanya. I mean, I'd love to see those guys fight one day, but we're like one weight class above. And plus, I think they're friends. But I think it would be a good fight. Let me get into one of the fan questions I wanted to ask you. When you're I want to bring up a picture of you right before your fight. Your dad was behind you, and I have a video clip. I didn't upload it, but your dad whispered something in your ear. It's right here, and you can go to my Instagram at MMA Uncensored. The video is up right now. It's a 15-second clip. His dad is rubbing his stomach and telling something in his ear, and the fan said, "We need to know what his dad was saying. Was it in English? Was it in Portuguese? Like, could you maybe give him a hint or tell us?"
I'll tell you this: it was in Portuguese.
Okay, Portuguese.
But it was pretty much some motivational things, you know, some father-son things, and I just like to keep that
personal
between us for now. But yeah,
absolutely.
it was just some things to get me motivated and, you know, ready for the fight.
Is it something that he does often, or is it just something that it just came off the cuff this time?
Oh no, he does it often, even
often.
in training camp, when we're training at home. You know, everything is very personal. You know, because it's only me, him, and my brother training. So it gets very, very personal and intense when we're training. You know, and you know, just things to make sure we're both ready.
Yeah, it's to get your attention. Kind of like when you were a kid, he'd say something to get your attention.
Yeah.
There's some really good training footage, guys. Go to Anderson Silva's Instagram. Go to Kalyl's Instagram. It's at Kalyl Silva. That's his Instagram. Let's try to get him over 100,000 here soon. I noticed your TikTok. You got a TikTok, man. That thing's off the chain. You got almost 1 million followers there. You got well over 1 million on your social media. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
How do you like TikTok, Instagram? What do you like better?
I like both, you know. TikTok is fun, you know, it's like quick little videos, and I like to have fun in there and show some a little percentage of my training footage with my dad or my brother, or just some like light fun sparring things. So it's fun, but I try to focus on Instagram better. I engage a lot more through DMs. You know, I like talking to the people, to my supporters, and I like both though. Yeah, they're both great.
Yeah, absolutely. Whenever I needed footage of our interview and to get things to put some ads out, I'd go to your TikTok, and it had great footage. It had you doing some moves, and then it had your dad doing the same move. It was pretty cool the way you edited it together. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. You're welcome. Okay, so let's get into another question. One of the fans asked, and this goes right up to and about your dad. What's one of the fondest memories of you and your dad growing up? You know, near the cage, near the ring. What's one of the fondest memories?
Probably my first UFC event when I went with him, the Vitor Belfort one, and it was my first time being at an event, a UFC event, and it was my first time being at one of his fights. And the whole experience was just amazing. You know, the weigh-ins, I got to hang out with him in the back, and just, you know, it was just me and him. I'm sure you can find some pictures or some footage of that somewhere. But the whole experience was just amazing. And I got to walk out with him, you know, and it was an iconic knockout, you know. Everything was awesome about it.
Brazil versus Brazil. The Phenom. versus the Spider. The front kick. The front kick. What an amazing I don't think, I mean, I've seen some other front kicks, Kalyl, but that one will go down iconically. The cameraman took the perfect picture. And the Phenom, I mean, back then, Vitor was jacked, man. He was a wrecking machine.
I
agree. And I don't even know what the odds were on that fight, but I do remember watching it. It must have been, where was the event? Was it in Vegas?
Yeah, it was in Vegas. Okay,
good. Now Vitor Belfort is fighting. I guess we'll pivot there. Vitor Belfort is boxing. Is it Oscar De La Hoya coming up soon?
Oscar De La Hoya, correct.
It's some weird matchups going around. Oscar De La Hoya looks really good. He's looking fast. I talked to him on Instagram yesterday. There you go. Can you hear me, bud?
Yeah.
Okay. I talked to Oscar De La Hoya yesterday on Instagram, just kind of like the way we chatted on DMs, and he was telling me, man, he's getting into really good shape and he's going for the knockout. Now Vitor is a lot bigger than Oscar. I think Oscar's going to be like 160, 170, and Vitor is like a 200-pounder.
Yeah. It's random, but it
is random.
Yeah.
It's random. It sounds like money, like, hey, let's put these guys together. Let's make some money. Triller fight card.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's bring up, we have some footage of you training inside, some pad work. Let's bring that up real quick.
Yeah.
Look good, man. Look real good.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
What's your height, Kalyl?
I'm 6'1".
6'1", 160. Guys, that's his weight class. That's his height. 6'1", 160. 22-year-old. Looks phenomenal.
Good. Perfect.
What's it like watching yourself on TV or a show like this? Is it surreal? Were you prepared for it?
It's crazy. Yeah. I grew up seeing it. I grew up seeing my dad do this exact thing, and it's crazy to me. It's surreal. Yeah, but shout out to Coach Nico Robledo. He's helping my dad out. He helped him for the Chavez fight. He's helping him for the Tito fight as well. So he's an amazing coach, man. His son is also a boxer, amazing boxer. Nico Robledo Jr. They're amazing people, man.
Shout out to Nico. And he was the one holding the pads for you in that video, right?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Nico. Let's get into some of your goals and future. I've read a few things. Of course, we want to hear it from you. We spoke real briefly, but tell the fans, tell the world about your goals, because I know from talking to you briefly that it's not MMA related, it's not kickboxing related, it's not sports related. You're building a brand, you're building a name yourself, your own brand. Let's talk to the fans about what you're trying to do about that.
Yes, sir, man. I have big aspirations, man. Soon in the future, I'll be able to share more of these things out. Right now, of course, focus on kickboxing. It was my first amateur fight. I didn't expect to get crazy like this. But yeah, I'm gonna focus on that. Build a good career with that, and we'll see where things go.
And you have your own brand. It's www.silvamtc.com. You're gonna be working on a clothing line. Social media. It seems like you're starting to be a big person in the influencer segment in kickboxing and youth. You're 22. You got over 1 million followers. I mean, that's something. Is that exciting to you to kind of work that angle? Because I know from experience, you can make a living running, doing social media as well. It's
100%. 100%, man. I think social media is a great platform, especially nowadays. You could do so many things with it. Silva MTC is my family brand, so I hope to grow this bigger and bigger using my social media, and hopefully make this a big company and run it with my siblings and my father as well. That's my ultimate goal, and and just branch out, do many different things. I have aspirations of, being an actor and, and just use my platform to the best of my ability to do these things, and help people out in the process. Use my platform, to be a voice. Yeah.
Very good. And I'll be happy to help you with my 5+ million subscribers to run some ads for your clothing line once it starts dropping. Just send them over to me and we'll run some ads for you. No problem, man.
I appreciate
Absolutely free of charge.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Anytime. And you got my cell phone number. We can talk anytime.
Yes, sir.
So your goals in future is work on kickboxing, maybe get a pro fight eventually. Just hone your skills, build your social media marketing, get smarter, wiser, get some more followers, and just enjoy life.
Yes, sir.
It's not bad. It's not a bad life. And you already been to college. You did soccer in college. Is that correct? You played soccer?
Yeah. I currently still attend school,
Mm-hmm.
I want to finish school out for sure, while attending my career. But yeah, I for sure need to finish that as well.
You really have your stuff together, Kalyl. 22.
Thank you.
Your dad and family must be proud of you. What is your brother's name, Kalyl?
My brother's name is Gabriel. I have 2 brothers.
2 brothers. Okay.
Yeah.
The one in the picture,
sisters.
the one in the video with your dad walking out, is that Gabriel?
Yeah, that's my older brother, Gabriel.
Okay, I just wanted to put a name with a face. Let me get into a couple fan questions, and then we'll close it out with some fight news, like some current event fight news, and then we'll do a little shout out to your sponsors and team and all the people that you love around you.
Real quick before we get to that, he was my brother Gabriel. He was actually supposed to fight also on that same event, but his opponent didn't make weight, so unfortunately he didn't do it. But we should be fighting together soon.
Okay, good.
Hopefully,
good. Yeah. Maybe we can get Gabriel on the show after his KO also.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Yeah, he has a couple of fights already. Yeah.
DM me on Instagram later, Gabriel stuff, and I'll shoot some videos up to try to get him some attention. Yes, sir. Okay, cool.
Of course.
All right. Let's see. So we already hit on this one a little bit. Who is your favorite 2 active fighters today that are active today?
Israel Adesanya for sure is my favorite active fighter right now in the UFC. And who else?
It can be kickboxing, boxing. It's
let me see. I don't want to say my. I was about to say I don't want to say my dad because it's gonna seem a little biased, but he's for sure he's for sure my favorite of all time.
I love it.
Yeah, man. But right now, off the top of my head, I would just say Izzy.
Izzy. Okay, that sounds good. And he's one of my top 2 or 3. John Jones, if anybody wants to know, is my favorite fighter. And I don't care what anybody says about PEDs or whatever. He's undefeated. The Matt Hamill loss should be overturned, and John Jones is my favorite fighter. So I like Adesanya too. Conor McGregor used to be like top 4 or 5 with me, and we'll get into this one real quick. What do you think about now, I don't want to get into too much, but you were younger when your dad hurt himself and he broke his leg, and you saw what happened to Chris Weidman about 4 months ago, and then he just got a second surgery and had more metal put in there because it got infected, and now you got Conor McGregor who did what happened 264 to Dustin Poirier. What's your thoughts on all that, and maybe advice for some of these fighters?
It's just it's very unfortunate, man. It sucks that that happened to him and to Chris Weidman. I was shocked when I saw that, but it's just very unfortunate. I hope them a very speedy recovery, and hopefully they can get back to doing what they love.
Absolutely. And as we've seen, your dad got injured. He came back. He beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. boxing a few months ago dominantly. And now he's going to do the same thing against Tito Ortiz. Interesting. Yes, you're welcome. Interesting. Tito Ortiz has never made 195 pounds. This is a 195-pound boxing bout. What do you think about the weight class? And what happens if Tito doesn't make 195?
Man, I really don't get. Well, I get that he was a little mad about the weight class, but you know we have to put into account that my father's fight against Julio was at 182. You know, so it's like
it's up 8 pounds.
He's going up in order to fight you. You know, it's only right for you to, you know, meet in the middle. And
13 pounds. He's going up 13 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Your dad, 182 to 195. Get my math, 13 pounds. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And Tito's just having to come down 10. So, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Exactly.
What happens if Tito don't make it?
I mean, hopefully we'll still get a fight because my dad has been training really, really hard and he's for sure ready for it. If he doesn't make weight, I'm sure that my dad will still be down for a fight because, you know, that's who he is, a fighter at heart. Right. In terms of, you know, purse money on all of that, I don't really know, but I know that he's ready for a fight and he's down for a fight at whatever weight.
Absolutely. Usually, like in the UFC, if someone misses weight, they give the opponent 30%. That's usually how it works. And then it's more incentive for the person to fight. I'd assume it would be right around there, but that's not what's important. You got two legends fighting each other, boxing. I'm excited for that one. What do you think about the Jake? Me too. I'm going to bring this up, but I'm more excited about your dad's fight. Boxing bout. I guess it's next week. What do you think about that one?
Yeah. I mean,
a lot of hype.
Man, looking at where Jake came from is insane to even, you know that this is happening. You know, major props to him. I know people have their opinions about him, but I respect him for the hard work that he's put in, you know, and he's here today, you know, fighting Tyron Woodley, an ex-UFC champion, which it's crazy, you know, his brother as well, fighting Floyd Mayweather. It's crazy.
It is crazy. And there was talks about Logan fighting your dad. And I was like, wow, could you imagine this YouTuber slash, you know, celebrity now would be fighting Floyd Mayweather, arguably one of the best fighters pound for pound ever. And your dad is in my opinion, the greatest of all time. I mean, he's up there with, now I'm not going to get into the GOAT talk, guys. I'm just going to say his dad is one of the GOATs. I got a couple, but you know, 4, your dad is one in my list. That would be astonishing. I mean, for him to fight both. It's crazy what's going on in the world today. Would you ever like to do a celebrity boxing event or like a crossover?
Who knows? Man? Right now,
money's right.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, shout out to Tyrone as well. He's a really cool guy. He's DM'd me a couple of times. I DM'd him, and he's a really cool dude. So I wish him luck on that fight.
Shout out to Tyron Woodley. I hung out with Tyron Woodley 3 weeks ago. I'll tell you a quick story. I was at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 19, Rachel Ostovich versus Paige Van Zant. I work for the boss, David Feldman. I work for Bare Knuckle. So I sit right there on the ringside. Tyron came in with I believe it was his son, cousin, and mom. And he came in and they needed a phone charger. So I crawled underneath the ring while the fights were going on, Kalyl. You know, and I'm a big guy. I'm like 220, you know. So I'm climbing under the ring, and I'm doing this for Tyrone. I'm trying to get him his iPhone charged. Long story short, we got his iPhone charged. I talked to him. Man. He's a super nice guy. But, you know, I'm a big guy. I shouldn't be crawling under the ring, you know. Get a skinny guy. But we took care of him. But super nice guy. I'm rooting for Tyrone because, you know, I own MMA Uncensored. So I got to vote for Tyrone. I speak to Jake Paul in DMs on Instagram. I've been trying to get an interview with him, but every time I ask him, he doesn't answer. So, but he does send me stuff and says hi and whatever. But it should be a great fight.
Yeah.
Let's get into some fight news here. Let's see. Upcoming fight news. We got, let's see. Like, have you like this weekend, there's a lot of stuff on. There's PFL, there's UFC, there's Bare Knuckle Friday night, there's boxing. Like if there was just one TV in the house, no phones, no gadgets, what would you like to watch? Which sport? You had to pick one. Tough one, huh?
Man, yeah, that is
because we're always like
tough.
this. We're always like this. We got like all these gadgets
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
We're like, I got
exactly.
all right, pick two.
Yeah. I was really excited for the Pacquiao fight, but then it got canceled, and then he got a new opponent. But I'm still excited for that. My brother loves boxing, so I would love to watch that with him as well. Should be a
That'd
good
be
fight.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, like this weekend, do you watch all the fights with the family? Everybody hangs around, cooks food, and just kind of like celebrates.
Not really, man. I try to watch the big events with my friends and stuff, but we don't usually watch every single one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I usually try to focus on one or two, but I have to do the breaking news and whoever wins and got to get the stuff out there to the fans. Well, I think I hit all the fan questions. Oh, there we go. This is the last one, and then I'm going to do a quick little thing the fans like. It's called the name game. And I answered 5 of the fan questions off our Instagram. So every time I have a special guest on, I don't do a lot of interviews, but this one I got excited for, man. I'm so excited. I appreciate you coming on. It's been a great interview.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, super excited. Even still, everybody wants to know your dream fight. What would it be? Who would it be against?
Myself?
5 years from now, 2 years from now. Yes, your dream fight. One day you see yourself under the lights, walking out like your dad did at UFC. I think it was 180 or 190 something. Like, what would be your ideal dream matchup for you?
My dream matchup, probably right now, since he is one of my favorite fighters, I would love to test my skills 5 years from now against Izzy for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The last style bender.
He's insane, man. Like I said, his kickboxing fights, man, they're crazy, man. I've learned so much just from watching it. And yeah, I've met him at my dad's last fight, UFC fight. I had a quick conversation with him. He's a really awesome dude, man.
Shout out to Israel Adesanya. And Kalyl would like to fight him in 5 years as a dream fight. That's exciting. That's I mean, Izzy's only 30, 31. So, I mean, he's still young. Yeah. And you're 22. Yeah. Why not? Well, good
weight
for you.
Weight class might be an issue, but yeah.
Yeah. He's like 25 pounds more than you right now. You're 160. Yeah, that is a little bit high. Let's talk about the people that have supported you through the years, and some of your sponsors and whoever you want to talk about, and then maybe give us a little look at this special room. This is his dad's game room, guys, and then we'll close it out.
Yeah, I mean, he loves his toys, man. Like, it's crazy. He has even in Brazil, he has a whole nother room just like this, and it's literally everywhere. Like,
is it video games?
Let me show you.
Okay.
Oh, it's everything. Like, it's literally everything. He has
I think I seen a Nintendo.
Avengers, G.I. Joes. Like, it's crazy because I remember being like 7 years old and playing with some of these. So it's crazy that he even still has these. He has his video game set up over here. It's
Captain
crazy.
America shield.
Yeah, the UFC fighters right here. Everybody.
Wow. What a collection.
He has everybody, man. He loves his toys.
You were telling me off air, Dad likes to play first times 3, 4 in the morning. You're like, hey, what's that noise? It's Dad.
Yeah. Yep. All night, every day. And he loves to watch movies too.
Does he? How many languages do you speak, Kalyl?
I speak only 2, English and Portuguese. I would love to learn a third one, maybe like French or something. But right now, English and Portuguese are my fluent languages.
That's perfect. I'm part Portuguese. I may not look it, but I'm part Portuguese as well.
Okay.
On my grandma's side.
Okay.
Is there anyone you'd like to thank, or any sponsors, or anybody you want to give a little shout out to? I already brought up a couple of your photographers, Alex Alvarez and Laney Brand. They do a lot of the photos for Kalyl. The videos were from Fighters Rep, and then of course www.silvamtc.com. That's his family's brand. He's wearing that on right now.
Yes, sir. And
is there anyone else you'd like to add?
Yeah, yeah. You hit all of them.
I took good notes. When I get guests on the show, we do like 1 or 2 shows a month, and we try to make it real special. I try to prepare real hardcore because I want this. Yeah. I want you to shine, and I think you shine today. And it had nothing to do with me, but I'd like to thank Kill Cliff, Brinks TV, Courtney, all these guys that are behind the scenes that helped us out. God bless you and your family. Thank you, Kalyl. I look forward to seeing you again and talking to you on social media, and get in touch with me anytime you want to do anything. You get a video or just want to say hello.
For sure.
Make
Thank
sure
you
so
much, Chris.
You're welcome. Thank you, Kalyl. Tell your brother, introduce us. I'll follow him on Instagram. We'll get some of his videos up.
Yes, sir.
I'm a big fan of your family.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you. Guys, make sure to subscribe and download Kill Cliff TV. One more thing, we got the Izzy tequila kiwi, and it's brand new. Make sure you cop some of these. You can get them at killcliff.com. And I think that's it.
Yes.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kalyl.